Mayor Johnson nominates new school board members at an often combative news conference.
Political reporter Paris Schutz was in the room as tensions escalated. It lasted almost an hour or more, right, Paris?
It did, Sylvia, and we carried it live here on Fox. A defiant Mayor Johnson exerting his authority, plowing forward on replacing the 7 resigned school board members, but his announcement went off the rails before it even began. As the mayor began to introduce the new members at a Southside church, a handful of protesters had other ideas.
Not legit. Not legit.
But the mayor, who referenced how he fought to achieve an elected school board, repeated over and over that the authority to appoint new members right now rested with him and him only.
The power doesn't have to be flexed. The power just is, because I have it.
The mayor admonished reporter questions about whether he was doing the bidding of the powerful Chicago Teachers Union and likened critics who have called his moves fiscally irresponsible to supporters of the Confederacy.
The so-called fiscally responsible stewards are making the same argument when our people wanted to be liberated and emancipated in this country. The argument was you can't free black people because it would be too expensive.
The mayor revealed the new members just days after his previous hand-picked 7-member board all resigned, but he only had 6 names for 7 positions. They are Olga Bautista, Michaela Blaze, Mary Gardner, the Reverend Mitchell Ikenna Johnson, Deborah Pope, and Frank Niles Thomas.
We must remain focused on the goal, ensuring that every child in Chicago has access to safe and well-funded education.
The crisis at CPS comes after what sources describe as a relentless pressure campaign from the mayor's office to fire CEO Pedro Martinez, after Martinez refused a high-interest short-term loan to plug a budget gap and pay for a new CTU contract. A letter signed by 41 of 50 alderpeople over the weekend expressed concern at the CPS upheaval and urged the mayor to slow down and include city council in the process. Today, he said no.
The city council can have as many hearings as they want. There's only one person who has the authority by state law to make appointments.
Who is that?
And that's the mayor of Chicago, and that's me.
And city council members have now called a special council meeting on Wednesday to hold hearings on the current crisis at CBS. Terrence?
Paris, let me ask you, how does today's appointments impact the upcoming election of the school board? It'll be here before we know it.
Well, first of all, Terrence, one of the things the mayor says is the 7 board members that resigned were not going to stay over into this new school board in 2025. Also, the mayor gets to appoint 11 members next year. 10 will be elected, and he's saying that these 7 are getting a head start on that process. Now, in these elections, in these 10 districts, there are candidates already distancing themselves from CTU, even a CTU-endorsed candidate calling the mayor a, quote, puppet of the union. So no doubt the loan, CEO Pedro Martinez, and the general financial direction at CPS, the topic du jour in these school board elections. And a reminder, tomorrow at 9:30, all you need to know about this, we have a half-an-hour special getting deep into the current CPS dysfunction and the elected school board race. So many folks out there, Sylvia, don't even know that they get to vote for school board representatives next year because they have never really done it before. So we're going to have all you need to know about that tomorrow.
Yeah, it can all be very confusing. Thanks for that.